What's up, y'all? It's Lene. This reading here is for Capricorn. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in. You don't have to be a Capricorn in order for this message to resonate. You could be any sign of the zodiac, but if you're not a Capricorn, this is more than likely in the area of, it's like Saturn, that Saturn energy of like discipline and things like that. This reading will resonate in the area of like a healthy structure. So healthy structure in any area, your relationships, your body, your health, your mindset, or your business, anything like that. So make sure y'all take or resonate and leave the rest. This is a general collective reading. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, and hit the bell to stay notified for my future posts, and comment if you feel guided to, okay? I feel a little timid right now, so I don't know if it's y'all. Like, I feel like an anxious energy of like restlessness, restless. So some of you could be feeling restless. You could be a little confused about things right now. You might feel like the universe is just like playing tricks on you because you thought something was going a certain way and in a certain direction. And then, I don't know, it's just like surprise, surprise is what I'm getting. That's a good card to start out with. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, we have the High Priestess. And we have the 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands. So far, all of the readings, like all of the zodiacs are very much in sync, okay? We have had the same cards come out in the air signs and the fire sign readings. Even if it happened to be like a different card deck, the same cards came out though, okay? So you might want to check out, you might want to check out the channel and see if any of the titles resonate with you, because some of the stuff that other zodiac signs are going through, you might actually be going through the same thing. It may resonate in a different way, but you can still receive those messages, okay? So overall energy, we had a Queen of Wands. I feel like there's a shock. Like there's a shock to your system. I don't know. I feel like you're in panic mode though. Like this is not necessarily, we're going to clarify it because I am getting, like you're just overwhelmed right now, and it might be like how you feel, but it might not actually be your reality right now, if that makes sense. Because I'm really trying to channel y'all's energy, but it's getting to me. Like I feel timid, I feel restless, so I'm trying to like read between the lines and stuff. That's crazy. Like this 7 of Pentacles right here, it's like read between the lines. So I am getting like, it's something here you have to be on point with something. Like you cannot get distracted right now. I feel like this is a very important time to really go even harder, okay? Because I feel like what you were doing, you're already on the right track, okay? Some things may fall out of place, okay? You might lose some people, lose an opportunity or something, but that's not for you to go and chase or even feel like you lost something, because if anything goes away, then it's just not meant to be there at the time. And if it comes back, then it's just that time that it's meant to come back, But we can't hold on to like material. We can't you can't hold on to material and even people or, places and things, all that type of stuff. We can't hold on to it because it's temporary, okay? We might feel like we have all the control in the world because we have the best plan. We have made sure we had a plan B, a plan C, to make sure everything goes right. But God's plan is bigger than our plan. We don't know what the fuck is really in our destiny, A lot of the time we base our decisions off of our own life experience, not realizing that you haven't lived life that long. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you are like an elder or something, right? There's still other cultures out here, other people who move a whole nother different way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you might think that things are supposed to go a certain way, and if it doesn't, then it's the end of the world. Like, you think you know it all, right? But you don't. You know, like, you have to realize that, okay, you can only do so much. You can try, but you can't have too much of an expectation on things because you just don't know. But I am getting, though, that you may have lost something, right? And I feel like you are hurting. You're in deep pain because of that, right? I feel it. I feel like because of that happening, like, it's almost like you're going on a family vacation, right? You plan on going to this vacation with your family, and you know, y'all plan to go to y'all had the whole trip planned out. And in your head, you envisioned how it's going to be. You know, you were going to have dinner with your parents, and then you're going to go out with your siblings, or, you know, you have a whole event planned, right? But then the day comes, and let's say your parents aren't going to make it, but your siblings can. It can change the whole vibe, and it can make you feel like, you know, this is not going well. This is not what I planned, you know, like, but what if it's meant for you to have more freedom without your parents or something? What if you and your siblings are meant to heal something together without your parents? Like, it's stuff like that that we're unaware of it because we want something to happen, because we want to have a better experience in life. And a lot of the time we want to have that better experience because we have been through pain. We have been through boring times where that made us desire to have a vacation in the first place because we don't like the life we already are living, you know. But we're not realizing that we don't like the life we're living. If we don't like the life that we're living, God does not like it either, you know. So it's not just you in it by yourself. God is with you. Like, there's times when you've been praying, you've been crying, you've been asking for a sign and things like that. I feel like you've been getting these signs, but you're just so stuck. Like, you're just so set on how you want things to go that you ignore the certain signs and you keep going towards what you want. But eventually, if something just falls out of place because, you know, it was meant to do that, it's like it can leave you in shock because you haven't been paying attention to that the whole time. You've been hoping for the best, and you've been it's kind of like toxic positivity, you know. Like, you can't have toxic positivity because that will just set you up for failure, okay? Like, being positive about something that you don't see happening, you don't really have proof that it's going to happen, you don't feel like it's going to happen, like, you have no real evidence, not even on a spiritual realm, okay? You just want something to happen so bad, so you're forcing it. That's not good, y'all. Like, it can backfire in ways that, like I said, you become timid, you become restless, you know, you become anxious, and you have like a panicking energy, okay? But I am getting that this is crazy because, like, I'm getting that, you know, you are on the right track. Something like you might have lost, like, take this example how it resonates, because I'm just gonna like try to get something out here. But what I'm getting, it's a situation kind of like you lost your job or something, right? You knew, like, in your head, you knew you were going to have this job for at least another 5 years, but, you know, you also have like side hustles and stuff like that you're working toward, and eventually you do want to transfer over to that full time. So you're trying your best to keep this job, you know, making it work, even though you don't really like to go there every day and stuff like that. So during those times that you really didn't want to be there anyway, I feel like, you know, it's a situation where, like, take it how it resonates, because this could be a relationship, right? So it might be another thing that you did, but in this job, you might have been late a couple of times. You might have did a no-call, no-show. You know what I'm saying? Like, just not being fully committed into this decision that you supposedly wanted to make, you know. There's a lot of crows flying around me, and it's kind of creepy, okay? Like, it's really creepy. But then I see a beetle. I don't know, y'all. Like, I'm getting weird vibes. I feel like something is really transforming in your life, and that's why you're feeling so much panic and chaos, because it's almost like when you're in labor, like, think about it, when a woman is in labor to give birth to their child, it's a lot of panic going on. Her body is doing so many things at once, and it's because it's just the final. It's because this is the last stage. It's like the literal birthing period where everything is coming out. So I feel like right now things are coming out. You're birthing something, and you don't know what you're birthing, but you can feel it. And I get the energy like, so it's this energy where you were just doing what's safe, what you think is right, you know, like being in your comfort zone, wanting to just make sure everything is working out, like, you know, being practical. So I'm getting what you trying to be practical and follow this practical plan. You still had a spiritual journey that you were meant to follow. And so your spirit can't deny that. Like, you still feel drawn to do certain things. So I'm getting that, you know, while you're doing that, like let's say it was something creative, like you wanted to start singing or rapping, right? So let's say, you know, you have to go to work in a couple of hours, but you just want to get this song out. And so you get the song out, it sounds good, and you just have one little verse that you have one last verse that you need to finish, but you're going to be late in 30 minutes, but you decide to finish the verse instead. That lets you know that your soul has a bigger plan. You know what I'm saying? You have to pay attention to the signs. It's not necessarily about what you want all the time. A lot of the time, what you want is what God wants. So we get confused on what we want because we've replaced our wants with what we think we need based off of what society tells us we need. So with you staying in this position that you don't want to be in, like working a 9-to-5, or being in a long-term relationship that you don't want to be in, or, you know, anything like that that you don't really want to do, but you're just doing it to pass time and try to use it as a stepping stone, when really it's not a stepping stone. It can really be a obstacle, because you don't really have to do that in the first place. You're only doing it because society told you you had to. Sorry, y'all. There's a lot going on in the background, but thanks for being patient. You know, like you have your fears, and then you have your passions, the things that make you feel more love. And I feel like you were paying a little more attention to your fears, and you kind of got attached to them, right? So, you know, like if you got attached to a job that you know you don't want to work at, but you kind of settled because it was something comfortable in the moment and stuff like that. Then when you lose it, you have a panic attack because you didn't plan for it. You didn't realize that was, like, you didn't even have it in your mind that it was possible. So when it happens, you start panicking, but you're still on the right track even if you lost your job, because you weren't even supposed to be in it in the first place. I feel like it took a lot. It just took a lot for me to explain that. Sorry, y'all, but that's what I'm getting. So now you're still on the right track. Let's just say that whatever you lost, it wasn't meant to be there in the first place, because you were really you were too afraid to lose it. And being too afraid to lose something means that you're attached to it for another reason that's not love, okay? So with that being said, after you lose this thing, I'm getting like whatever you lost, that's really a level up. You're leveling up, because we have the 10 of Pentacles right here. This represents stability, success, a stable foundation, abundance, prosperity, wisdom, okay? Like having all the, like, you know, that old man, that old lady that can just give you all the advice in the world. Like, they can tell you so many stories. Okay, I'm getting that you're very wise and intelligent. You're very resourceful. You have a lot of support around you, even if you don't see it right now. You might be paying attention to the wrong type of support. You know, like it might not even be support realistically. It just looks like support. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all are just use your intuition, because yes, that's what a high priestess is right here. Like, there's something deeper. It's behind the scenes, and I feel like it's something that you have to like understand first, because you still have those, like, I ain't gonna lie, y'all are still kind of attached to those demons, those dark thoughts, those dark habits or whatever. Like, you know that they don't serve you, but you're just attached to it because it's almost like an addiction. You know how you have been doing something for so long, and it's just hard to just stop doing it, like to let it go. So that's what I'm getting. Like, you might be addicted to somebody, something, a habit, or whatever, or even a way of thinking that does not serve you. You know, this thought pattern does not serve you, but you know, it's hard, you know. I know I can feel it, like it's hard, you know. So, you know, your intuition is very loud and clear though, but I feel like it's your mind covering up your intuition. It's blocking your intuition. So that's why the Seven of Pentacles is right here, because I do feel like there's something that you do need to just analyze. You need to reflect and see like, okay, this is where I am right now. Okay, I just came out of this situation. Reflect on the pros and cons of that. Okay, and then think about what you can do moving forward. Okay, because I feel like what's happening right now is a huge blessing. It's an opportunity. I feel like you don't see it, but it's an opportunity for you to actually reach this Ten of Pentacles. Okay, you already have that in the spirit because you're very wise. You have the resources, you have the power, you have the energy. But it's just about you directing that energy towards the right things, because you can have a lot of passion, but if you putting that passion into your 9 to 5 and you know that's not where you need it to be at, then you're draining yourself. And by the end of the day, you know, you feel depleted, or, you know, that's what I'm getting. Like, even if, let's say you put it into a relationship that you don't really care to see grow anyway, like you're just entertaining somebody, that passionate energy can be used for what you really do want. Okay, energy takes time to rebuild up. You don't want to just spend it all, like just release it all on something that's worthless to you, you know. So that's what I'm getting, y'all. Like, y'all might be panicking right now, or you might be very anxious right now because it's a little scary to lose something that you had control over, you know what I'm saying? Or you feel like you had control over. But it really is best to let God have all the control, for real, because like, as you know, we are on earth. This earth is like is an illusion anyway, and this illusion is it's so many bees. And okay, y'all, like, okay, I'm gonna edit the video, but I keep pausing, and there's just so many different like creatures around me right now. What the fuck? Like, I'm on a balcony, but I just saw like it was crows flying past me. Okay, that's fucking scary. It was like 3 of them. Okay, right here. Like, they could literally get on my porch right now if they want to. And then we have bees flying everywhere. Bees represent abundance. Okay, reminds me of honey, which is just sweetness and luxury, you know, abundance. And then the ravens and the crows are about transformation, or just like getting rid of what no longer serves you and stuff like that. So I am getting that right now. Like, for real, I can't stress this enough. Like, right now, y'all are in a transitional period, and you know, you might be giving birth to something and you don't know what the outcome is going to be. So it's scary. Okay, something that you thought you had control over, you lost that. And so now things are more clear that, okay, I didn't have that control in the first place, or I'm not in control. So what's really going on, you know? But really, God was in control the whole time. Even the times where you felt like, okay, I got it all together, I have this plan, it's all working out. And even if that plan succeeded, God still allowed that to succeed. You can make all the plans you want to, but if it's not in your purpose, it's not going to happen, you know? So that's what I'm getting, y'all. Like, you know, like, lighten up on yourself. You didn't do anything wrong. Try to have more fun. Try to celebrate yourself for still being alive, still having that passion in the first place. Okay, don't allow that to die. Don't feel bad about yourself. Okay, it's not it's whatever you experience, it's not even an L, for real. It's just think God is really just clearing the space so that what really is supposed to be there can come in. So let's clarify. Y'all's energy is so strong, and like, you see how my cards are not even like, they're not shuffling. There we go. Now that I called it out, now it wants to go. What do y'all need to hear the most? So I just heard slow and steady wins the race. Okay. As you can see, there's a turtle in front of this on the card right here, number 30. It says wheel. Okay, so it says expression, assertiveness, self-control, and direction. And I feel like this is how you've been moving for the most part. You've been very patient with things. You've been just trying to make sure that, like I just really, I see you being very obedient to God and what He has in store for you. Like all the signs, you have been paying attention to the signs. You have been meditating. You have been exercising, or whatever you need to do, you've been doing it, okay, to the best of your ability. And I'm getting that things have been moving slowly. And so you might feel like you want to speed up. You have to move faster. That's why I'm getting that restlessness energy. Like you don't feel comfortable in your own skin right now. Okay, you're very relaxed, but you don't feel comfortable being relaxed. You don't feel comfortable being relaxed because I'm getting that energy of like, you don't want to relax until everything is done, But as hard as you've been working, you deserve a break. You deserve to rest in between. It's not really like your job is never done here on earth. There's always something to work toward, okay? No matter how old you are, there's always going to be something to improve or to like learn about and gain more wisdom and to try it out and see how it works and stuff like that, okay? So like, you don't have to rush and have all your experiences right now. I'm getting that I'm speaking to like a younger crowd who are, most of you are full of like entrepreneurs, or like you're very creative. You want to start your own thing, your own business. Like you have your own unique desires here that, it might not be supported by society, but you have to go through your own little journey. And so what I'm getting, things might be moving slowly, and you are on a sacred journey. Like, you know that you were chosen for this. You know that life is a little different for you because you have a deeper purpose, But I am getting that it's just a time like you feel a little low on self-esteem because, you expected that by this time you would have much more going on for yourself. And I'm just getting that. Like I said, God has more in store for you. Okay, you have a lot more life to live and a lot more experiences to, experience. So, like, you never know, like, what if next week something better happens than what you wanted to happen, right? And then let's say when you get older, then that very thing that you're waiting on right now happens. Like sometimes the timing, sometimes what we want, it comes out of order, but it's all divine. Like it's happening for a reason in that time, because it's all leading to, at the end of the day, we're going to be stable and successful. God wants you to be stable and successful, wise, okay? And so, you might have to go through different trials and tribulations. And that's not to say that it's got to be hard. It's just saying that, okay, I thought I was going to go this way, so let me just try this. Let me go this way, So, yes, I'm getting like, you're just panicking. Like, I don't see anything happening right now that would be causing you to panic other than thoughts and maybe you did lose something, but it's not really a loss for real, okay? And so we have choice right here, which is the Chariot, okay? The Chariot is about victory, moving forward, having freedom to go in any direction that you want to go in. Okay, yeah, we have free will, courage, willpower, and change. I feel like you've been through so much. You have a lot of strength. Okay, you do. And it's about you really trusting yourself to make those decisions that you feel like you never saw yourself being or doing, like you have to be strong. Like see yourself as that person, that girl, that guy, like you can be that person. You can be more than that if you want to, but it's a choice. And I'm getting that you have all the power it takes because the Ten of Pentacles is right here supporting you, like energetically you do. And I feel like it's about you just taking that step and getting it all started. Like you can be very successful. You can be very happy. You can live in a paradise. You can be rich. Okay. So a lot of you, a lot of you probably don't even see yourselves being rich and just happy and satisfied with life and just like smiling because all your hard work has paid off. It's like some of you don't even see that really happening. And that's another reason why you're so timid right now, because it's like right now you even deserve to enjoy your rewards because you've done a lot right now. You've already done so much to earn the position that you're in right now. mentally, physically, and everything. Even if you might be lacking something that you really want right now, that every stage in life, there's always going to be something that we want. Okay, it is like, even if you reach that success, you're going to be like, okay, well, I can use this to complement that, and add on to this. This will be fun, because life can get boring after a while. Like, you're going to want something more. And so I'm getting like, it's about you just starting to be grateful. Like, sit down and just love yourself. Be thankful for the blessings that you do have right now. And even the pain that you might feel, like, it's all for a reason, like, try to see above your experience. Like, you're not your experience. You're not what you go through. But you are that spirit on the inside, and you want to stay in tune with that spirit so you can, stay clear with yourself on what is this. You don't want to be too in your head to where you're afraid, because that's all I'm getting. Like, you're in your head, that's making you afraid. But when you connect with your spirit, you're going to find peace, and you're going to be like, oh, I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. Like, so clarifying the high priestess, we have emotional balance, y'all. Yes, this is like, I am just getting, it's a lot going on in your fucking head, and it's up to you to just say, that's bullshit. Like, I need to cut the bullshit out, like, for real. Because it's just like, I'm almost getting that it's an energy of being teased, but you're teasing yourself. You're like bullying yourself out of your own success. And it's all because your emotions aren't balanced. Like, you still have some shit to heal or like sort through. Like I said, you have to read between the lines, because maybe you haven't sorted through some things that has happened in your past. Maybe you don't understand why you had to lose certain things and why you gained another thing. You might not even see that what you have is a blessing right now, because you're still too caught up in the past. Okay, but it's because you have to balance your emotions. It says stability, harmony, peace, and fluidity. So a lot of you might need to like drink more water, cry, journal, talk it out. Like, it's a lot here to do. Like, this communication card is definitely clarification, because I'm getting, like, if you look at this little storyline here, it's like you have a choice to make, but I feel like, you're having a hard time making that choice. So you're still like sitting on the horse. You're sitting on a high horse. Okay, think about that. You're very abundant. People look up to you. You might not even realize that either, but people do. People admire you. People think you're very talented, but you don't see that in yourself. And so your emotions are boiling over whenever you do get the opportunity, because you feel like, I have to act now. I have to do this now. But you don't believe in yourself. So your mind is like holding you back from actually taking the action that you want to do, because you feel it in your spirit that this is what needs to be done. You feel like that's the right thing, but your mind is not. It's like triggering your emotions. It's making you angry or sad or whatever. It's triggering you. And it's something that's like you don't have any control over right now. But the only way to have control over this is to actually communicate that to yourself about how you feel, like sort through it. Okay, because like, if you don't acknowledge how you feel, it's like you're overlooking it. You're never really clear and grounded with the fact that you are sad, or that you feel a lack of something, or that you do miss somebody, or that, you're afraid of something. You have to acknowledge your fears. You have to acknowledge your pain so that you can work through it and heal it. I feel like your inner child needs your love and attention. It needs your support. It needs you to be like, no matter what we go through, we can get through this shit. Cause like, if there was a small toddler crying, telling you that they don't want to live no more, and they're sad and they feel alone and stuff like that, you would talk to that toddler totally different than the way you talk to yourself. You wouldn't tell that baby, suck it up. That's how life is. People just be alone nowadays. Things are changing. Like, you don't, like, that's excuses. Those are excuses for the pain. Yeah, the world is this way and things are like this, and maybe you don't have control over A, B, and C, but you do have control over something, and you can make something happen and still finesse this shit, like make it work, okay? So, like, that's what I'm getting for Capricorn. Like, y'all might be going through a very hard time mentally, but like I said, if y'all just get out of y'all's head, y'all realize that this is a golden opportunity right here. Like, everything that you ever dreamt of is possible and it's gonna happen. It's like basically a matter of you sitting there and seeing it. Like, y'all ever read a book and you skim over the words? That's exactly what I'm getting, y'all. Like, y'all are skimming over things. Y'all are not reading into shit how it needs to be read into. Y'all are just like glancing at it. Okay, I got the hang of it. Let me go on to the next step. But, you know, like, you need to follow directions thoroughly. You need to read what's happening thoroughly. You need to understand why shit is happening thoroughly. You don't need to nitpick at what you think you need to know right now. Get the full message, get the clear answer, and then move forward peacefully. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm getting that there's a lot of shit that needs to be cleared up from your past or even in your head that you don't like to get that deep with yourself or anybody else. Okay, but it's time. Like, that's the only way to grow, and that's the only way to add more life to your life. You know, like, you don't want to be living life and feeling empty inside because you have no fucking emotions, you know? Like, it's your decision to say, okay, I want to feel this. I need to feel this. And it's okay if I cry and if I'm angry or if the emotions are uncomfortable, because they're not going to last. Those emotions are literally what moves you to the next point in your life. Without feeling anything, you're going to stay there. Literally, you're going to stay. Like, if somebody is annoying you over and over and over and you never feel annoyed for real and you never get frustrated, you're going to sit there and get annoyed forever. You think you ignoring it is just going to change it? No. So once you actually say, okay, wow, this person is really annoying. Like, this is hurting like, this is annoying. Like, you know, then you actually move around. When you acknowledge that somebody is really breaking your heart, they're hurting your feelings, or they're being disrespectful, you do something about it. If you try to overlook it and make excuses for them, then you end up staying in that forever. And so what I'm getting is, y'all might have been in a situation where you made excuses for somebody too much, or you made excuses for something and the way something is happening, like, you know, in your life, even for yourself. You made excuses for yourself, like, oh, I can't do this because of that. Oh, this is not going to happen because I'm just like this. I'm just like this. I can't change. Like, this is just the way I am, you know. You're not going to grow. If that's just the way you are, then whatever you have, that's what the fuck you deserve, you know. Like, y'all have to be willing to grow and see what else is out there, you know, like, mentally. Like, it's not all about going after the very thing that you, like, it's not all about going after these material things or experiences. It's more about what's on the inside, because you are the spirit. You can experience so many things in life and never feel like you are satisfied because you're not connected with your spirit. It was just your body going through the motions. Your mind wasn't processing it. One more example. Like, let's say it's your wedding day, or something huge is happening, like you got a promotion and you're winning or whatever. If you never feel that emotion, you will never truly feel the blessings that it has to offer to actually be married, or to feel, you know, like, I'm successful now. You know what I'm saying? If you overlook it, you're not even going to express it all. Like, it's really time for y'all to get a little more grounded and realize that this is what I wanted the whole time. Like, I've been sitting here trying to fight everything from happening and stuff like that, but this is really what I wanted. Even though it didn't happen the way I thought it was going to happen, like, it's happening now. And you might feel guilty for that because you didn't work that hard, or you didn't take the steps you thought you were supposed to take on the way there. But, you know, it's almost like you teleported somewhere and you're just confused. Like, how the fuck did I get here? What happened back there? What's going on in this world? You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because the other readings, like the air signs and the fire signs, I really was saying how within a blink of an eye, like, you're going to be successful and not know how the fuck it happened. And that's what I'm getting. Like, a lot of y'all are just, you're where you wanted to be the whole time, but you don't know how it happened. And so you're afraid that you might lose it because you didn't control everything to get there. So you feel like, because I don't have any control, somebody could take this, or, you know, something could happen. But I'm getting, y'all need to just let go of control, period, for real. Like, at this point, just go with the flow and stop thinking too hard about it. You know, like, you are a character in a game right now. God is in control, And just know that what God wants for you is what you want too. Like, it's in your heart. It was put in your heart for a reason, because God has a plan, you know. So that's what I have for y'all. Like I said, remember the crows and the bees flying around me. I feel like there's a transformation happening right now in the moment. Like, you might be afraid because you feel like it's the end, or it might be the beginning of something, but really you're in the midst of something happening. Like, everything is happening for you. You don't have to do shit right now. So anyways, that's what I have for you guys. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Okay, please don't forget to support the channel by liking the video, subscribing, and hitting the bell to stay notified for my future posts. Okay, I have all my information in the description box if you'd like to keep in touch, and I will see you guys in my next reading. Okay, bye bye.